I think I'd rather get Conduit some other way and make Witch Weave good. Phase of Blessing. I wish I had Conduit. Titan's Gratitude. I wish I had Conduit. At least we got Cold Kylia. Sweet Creature is a good start. You've never seen me play this guy. So I'm randoming champions, right? This is the row for this guy. I just haven't rolled it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've played 5 runs of it so far, and I'm 3 and 2. So like, it's not even like substantially worse than average. Fae gain Conduit 1 and 5 attack on Moon Cycle? I have never seen this card before. Or Relic, rather. Was there a patch, actually? Whoa. I've just never seen this relic before. It's probably been offered to me in a run where it didn't do anything, and so I didn't think about it. It doesn't do anything here. I just don't recognize that relic. Secret new surprise relic? Like the Golden Idol? Frostbite stuff. Let's try it out. Well, I don't have any fairies. It doesn't like do anything. If only. I mean, I think just play all my spells here. Get these shards stacked up, do some frost biting. This is the Solgard upgrade path I have had the most success with. And it feels like I'm well set up to do it as well. Like, just kind of need healing and shield, and you're good. So every time I cast a spell on the floor, Solgard gains a shard. This Solgard applies Frostbite to the enemy. To the enemies? I should read it, actually. Let me read it before I claim I know what it does. It might be to the enemies, plural. Equal to shard stacks. Take a Flash Freeze. Passable early game card. Take a Gravity for sure. How does Frostbite work? 1 damage at the end of each turn. And ticks down 1 every time it deals damage. Apply Frostbite 1 per shard to enemy units, plural. So yeah, that like adds up to quite a lot of damage. And go for a Luna Banner to try to get Conduit. Also, Quick Sweep is very good. Quick Sweep kind of doesn't play well with this Solgard. But like, I'd still take it. I hate it. Wow. I hate it. I want to skip. That's the level that I hate this too. decay is just better at frostbite? Mostly, yeah. It is kind of weird. Maybe you do something with the stealth on this. Maybe that's why it's a card. Well, that's very upsetting. Are there any good Luna units? The best Luna units are 1 capacity units, which stack on the same floor together and scale very well off of Conduit. But if you don't have one of them, like, it's pretty hard to take the first one. Like, if you don't have one of them, why would you want one of them? Since they all scale with each other. Shade Guard's good. Sure, Shade Guard is fine. Shade Guard is an inoffensive derpy tank with pretty good stats. Second Conduit, not productive unless you have Mage Blade. Mage Blade definitely makes it more exciting to stack Conduit. That is true. Sometimes you do have Mage Blade. I can just shoot this, right? Seems like it. Alright, it's gonna have a bunch of frostbite on it, and then it will die before it reaches the pyre, hopefully. 56. Decent number. Nice, still alive. Yeah, my success with spellcasting tends to be off of holdover cards, where you can just upgrade one spell to be super, super strong. I have much less success with, like, putting Conduit on a floor and then having 10 different cards which are worth playing. If that makes sense. And if you're gonna upgrade one spell to be very good, like, what is the point of having Conduit? You can just put the upgrades on the card instead of putting the upgrades on the floor. Then you're not reliant on everything else going on. The exception is maybe Moonfall, which, or Heavenfall, is that what it's called? Which is 4 cost and deals damage to every enemy, like not just on the floor. So for that one, if you have a good Conduit floor, you can cast it on. You're actually wiping all the enemies. That's worth building a floor for. Spell weakness stacking goes hard. Yes. But you like want one big spell. You can benefit from that from not 10 small spells. And I worry the enemies might bring long boxers or scarves to counter my frostbite. If the enemies work out that they can change what they're doing in any way, I just lose. A lot of them fly. I'm defending the top floor of the train, and a lot of them fly. Like, we're not pretending that we can win if the enemies work stuff out. Found quick. Would somebody like to be endless? Would Shadeguard like to be endless? Kind of. This is fun. So going for really big Titan's Gratitude makes a lot of sense because it's attuned. So every time we permanently gain 5 magic power, it's actually 25 damage. I could also go for really big Phase Blessing, because Phase Blessing. But I think with Quick Sweep, we're not taking as much damage, and then I have a little bit of daze already. I can probably find enough healing. So let's put this on a Titan's Gratitude. The Virtue of Sin. And perhaps remove a card or two. Forgotten Power is unplayable now, so maybe we remove those. Like, literally unplayable. Because if I'm keeping a card in my hand to permascale it, and it discards a random card, I just straight up cannot click on it. When I take -4 cost or scaling on Heavenfall, scaling, I think. But also I would just expect to have already won, I think. On this turn, Forgotten Power is playable. Nicely playable. I think I might like the scaling option. What makes you say that? Have another Spear Steward? Nope. You never got an event with Heavenfall in the deck? Heavenfall's like a rare card or something, yeah. Seems hard. I just let Solgard die to this. Maybe one Phase Blessing. I don't know. Taking Ember? Feels like the Shade Guard's a bigger deal. Okay, I finally drew this. A bit later than I would have preferred, but that's okay. This deals 5? I'm gonna just take 5. 5 to get rid of a Calcified Ember. Unfortunately, this is a pretty bad thing to like have 4 of, because when you play one of them, it discards the other one. It's still a lot of scaling. Yeah! My dad. Just kinda mean. Nightingale might win for me. Are any relics that work with discard? Probably? Wild way to survive the fight, to be honest. I was so critical of its stealth too. Is it your boy Solgard? This is a Solgard run, yeah. Hey Twitch chat, it's your boy. Pyrobound means it can only be played in the pyro room or the floor below it. That card already deals substantially less damage than this one. And this one has permafrost, continues to scale, and can be played on any floor. I don't think I'm taking the left 2. I could take Coven Spike, I guess. Sure. It's like my first Conduit, and I have Phase Blessing, I guess. Titan Sentry? So I continue to attempt to have a tank. Don't really have a tank yet. I could just have 3 different tanks. Watch them all die. I think I'm going card draw first. Shark's got abs. It does. How does that make you feel? What if it had intrinsic and spell chain? Would that be good? Oh. You can only put 1 upgrade on it. Deeply upsetting. Manifest a couple of moldings. See what I can do. Does that mean Foregone will be purged? Foregone power? Yes. Foregone power is unplayable here. Interesting that this isn't dead yet. So I can take 12, or I can just play one of these. Guess I should play it. At least I didn't discard the other one. It would be kind of okay to discard the other one. I don't know. I need it to hit 500 damage, right? I do have duplicate, 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 3 more of them. Duplicates and card removes, and that's the deck. It's a pretty good card. Unclear why I would need something else. I feel like the boss for this circle is about to explain why to me. Rude. Ouch. Good. Big CEO, thanks for 45 months. I appreciate it. Oh, you're just instantly dead. Oh, that's awkward. Assuming I draw the other one, which I have to. That's 640 damage. I still need a bit more. But I do have Frostbite on it. Is Frostbite going to be 360 damage? Probably. And this can deal some damage as well. It can go to the pyre. Also, the shark probably does some stuff. Oh my god, this is going to come down to whether I discard one of the Titan's Gratitudes with the other Titan's Gratitude. Unless Nightingale? Nightingale applies a bunch more Frostbite, actually. That helps quite a bit. And this helps quite a bit. Alright, maybe that's enough. Either way. One deals 370, one deals 270. Okay. YOLO? Pew! You're very welcome, Mixio. Apply Muta 5 to enemy units. It's a pretty good button to click on. Sure. On Moon Cycle, gain Conduit 1. I don't Moon Cycle a whole lot. Yeah, I don't think that's my Conduit creature. Unfortunately. See if I could take both of these at the same time. But, you know, I can't. What if I upgraded my spell more? I guess Savage Skin for Shadeguard and bottom floor tanking is actually kind of working. I think that's more important than going for Rage or something. Hold over a Phase Blessing. Double stack a Coven's Spike. Give one of these big and consume. And give that cheap and consume. I could go 0 cost Phase Blessing, or I could go +10 magic power Phase Blessing. I kind of want to go double card draw, which means I'm always going to be low on Ember. So I think I might just go 0 cost. Is the meaning of the word pablum supposed to be no one? Just joined into a straight up gambling discussion. Sometimes we talk about gambling. But the game's going to get a bit more boring, and some champions are completed. Oh, I think the most exciting part will be when we start again. Yeah. That's always the most exciting part. Did I get the all Brotato win streak? I won 124 runs of Brotato in a row and then stopped playing the game. That's what I've been up to in Brotato. Give me the beat, boys, and Brotato. Do 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 do. I must really like winning. I kind of don't. One of the things which makes me stop playing a game is feeling like I don't lose anymore. Balatro moment. I don't feel like I don't lose in Balatro. I did not play enough of that game to have any idea how to play it well. Well, I mean, that isn't true. The game isn't really complicated enough for that to be true. I don't know. I feel like there's definitely some small things around like early circles which I don't understand in Balatro. You succumbed to pairs and just don't lose now. I feel like some of the decks can still definitely lose. That is about to hit my pyre. Yo! I have the pyre that gives me 10 gold when I take pyre damage, and have for the entire run. That is such a cool thing to find out at this moment in time. Imagine if I had known that earlier. Beep. No! It'll happen. Very sad though. No one in chat realized either. I'm sure some people did. Chat's pretty good about not backseating. My friend doesn't want to take damage. It's kind of rude. If I mute it, it will never die because it stops losing Titan skin, so this isn't very useful in this boss fight. You don't even want to kill it down there, right? Did we get all 3 Titan Blights this run? What's the other one? I don't actually know. Is this the winning? Maybe. What event is it from, I mean? Like, I know what it is. Don't remember where it's from. Alright. Fight. A little bit of Conduit went a long way there. Ah, the Corruption Strike one. Apply 10 magic power to spells in hand. Not even permanently? What is the point? It's like Conduit, but just like much better. Yeah, okay. Phase X times and apply 1x Conduit. This is more Conduit? But my current Conduit spell is much better than it, yeah. This is much better. This is much better. I could go Eclipse Chamber. Eclipse Chamber for my Shade Guard is kind of okay. Maybe I'll do that. Hate this champion so much it's unreal. Hey, Solgard's just out here trying its best. I think a lot of us would learn something from that. Why does Titan Skin not double? Because it's yellow? Just because it's yellow? Yeah, that's probably for the best. It probably shouldn't propagate. Now that I've thought about that for like 2 more seconds. Oh, this is not Titanite. Oh well. I give this Conduit and put it behind Solgard on like the middle floor or something. I don't really know what I'm doing. This circle was mostly bad, but I did get to remove my last 2 Forgotten Powers. Also, I want to remove this instead. This is probably okay. It's more important that all of them deal 500 than that one of them deals 800 probably, so I should be playing the higher damage one in fights. Titanite, the game sucks. Look, I'm not going to say you're wrong. I mean, what the hell? I feel like this is the worst Kale. It's my hunch. So much corruption, so many thorns. Probably save this until next turn. Get rid of that. Play the highest damage one. Good. I wish this dealt 2 more damage. That'd be useful. We're about to reshuffle, so sensible to use the gratitudes now. But if I descended this, then it dies and it also applies more frostbite here to this one. Maybe I don't have to use them at all. Oh wait, let's try that. It looks vaguely, without doing the math perfectly, like it should work. Maybe I have to use one in the end. Lychee, hello! Why is Coven's spike wrapped up? Is it a gift? It is a gift to the enemies of Mordor. Shit, at some point I have to deal another 3,000 damage to that. This is why I think this is the worst one, because my gigantic Titan Skin tank is just dying over time to corruption. There's nothing I can do about it. Oh, order? That was the wrong order. Yeah. It's such a painful breakpoint. Just need 2 more damage to this in the fights. Probably an order of magnitude easier. Guy died to spikes. Yep, sure did. Alright, final wave. I'm not concerned. Oh my god, it has 18 spikes on it. Oh my god. Probably not worth doing, huh? Rest in peace. It's a lot of frostbite. It's a lot of frostbite. Okay, we're fine. I was never concerned. I just always knew I had it. You're so sad that I'm close to 180 out of 180 because then the devs will delete the game. There will be no more Monster Train. Yeah, that is too bad. For sure. A tuning phase blessing is pretty good. A little clunky. So maybe I need Ember now. Definitely a little clunky. This is a mainstay of these sorts of decks. Not actually being able to play all your spells every time because you have to take card draw to actually draw your spells. Take some Ember though. We could look for Titanite again. I think I'm just going to go duplicate a 4th Titan's Gratitude. This would be the last chance to get Titanite. Solgard ascends to his final still not very good form. So true. So true. This doesn't work, yeah? No. Just wondering if I could make it do 20 magic power. Magic power is not one of the things that double stacks. Removing Consume from Unnamed Tome is probably the way to do it. Remove Consume from Silver Ink's okay, though. I do have all these Witch Weaves, which, like, it's nice to make them become cards. You want to defend Solgard, but you can't. Legit. Oh no. I have to be able to deal 50, and my creature only hits for 26. I guess I'll just lose the game. Ugh. Unfortunate. These are my last spell upgrades, right? So putting a thing in my starting hand which deals with the sweeper who's about to end my life would be good. Probably this. This one we just have to get a little bit lucky. It's not even that lucky, just a little bit lucky. Teensy bit lucky. I have a whole bunch of things which deal 21. I need to make them slightly stronger. Probably hitting this is enough. Maybe not. Probably not, actually. This one probably works. I'm just going to give Consume to it because I can't control Moon phases anyway. Karma Frost ever good for some reason. Just save my money. Game should let me get double attuned. So true, actually. $600 gold. Yeah. Gotta go for it. So this turn would work, right? You could do this. And then... It's 26. So I need to play 2 of them to kill the sweeper. That's a lot. It's decent though. Yeah, I guess actually I only want to be drawing 6 anyway because I have 4 cards in hand frozen all the time. Does full moon eclipse chamber make the target descend and then ascend? No, it only does one thing. It does the thing that the moon does. Whatever that is. Nobody knows. This feels like a good circle 7 for my deck. Shazam! The strongest thing in any spell spam deck is quick sweep, as usual. So here we are. We did the combo, made it attuned, and then also we got some spell power. I think just play one of these. Feels kind of winning. The deck found its tank. This Shade Guard. Look, Solgard's trying. Armor does not scale with magic power. Magic power increases the amount of damage dealt and health restored by spells. Doesn't do anything else. Guess I won already? A little bit awkward. Oh yeah, so it's healing. Phase Blessing. It's healing which turns into armor. That would be an interesting change. I wouldn't hate that balance change. If like the healing was still affected by magic power but then the armor wasn't. It would be very confusing to people playing the game, I guess is the only issue. Nope. And nope. I'm getting offered a Moonbeam, and every time I wonder if I should take it. I think because I have Quick Sweep, there's not much reason to care about it. Okay. How many cards short of full masteries am I? I am not sure. I do have a silent unit, which wouldn't mind 5 armor per turn. Even if I'm never actually moon cycling. Non-damage spell from my deck. Phase Blessing, probably? Or Offering Token or Silver Ink. I don't think I care about this one. Can't think of anything super strong it would do. Yep. Actually, I could go deployable Fight Club to get through the Seraph fight. It's like, it's worse in basically every situation except for the situation I'm in, which is probably the one that matters. An Overgrowth Carapace solve my 50 damage sleep problem? No. No, it did not. I don't even want another one of these. Do I? I don't know. They're fine. I want another one of these. Another one of these or something. Like another spike. Alright, what have we got here? So I think I already got rid of the Fight Club. Kind of weird, but I think correct. Definitely a bit weird. Okay. I think I want spell power on this floor because I'm just winning on this floor. Solgard's like, you know, helping or whatever. Helping in quotation marks. I put a big Coven spike here. Well, the problem is I have to put Coven spike here to keep Solgard alive. which is like, yeah, wouldn't I rather just keep this alive? He is applying Frostbite so good. That is very true. Solgard is just doing the best work out there. I'm gonna have to shoot this, aren't I? We can wait. Solgard? More like Solo Guard. Because of its impressive ability to solo all of the enemies. Huh. Not sure what my plan is for, like, killing those. Feels like I should have a plan for killing those. Is the plan to die? It hadn't been the plan, but it might be what I do. I haven't, like, completely dismissed it as an option, I guess is what I would say. Oh, Solgard was the plan for killing those? Well, that's unfortunate. Solgard is dead. This is fine. I can go to the fire. Why do you have 25 attack? What do you do? You're a silent unit. Oh shit, that's kind of useful. Alright, nice. Maybe that will save me from these waves with like 2,000 health on them. There sure are a lot of them. Kind of have to put the armor here, I think, to beat Seraph. Should have played Silver Ink first. It doesn't matter that much. 221's a big number. Last I checked. If I leak, I get money. It's true. is true. I have to do math. I don't want that for me. $110. So 262. It'll have 5 more frostbite on it. 241 with 21 frostbite. That exactly dies to 2 hits from the pyre. So I don't have to witch weave it. I can instead witch weave. I don't know, maybe that. Seems fine. This is nice because we rarely get a proper spell run. It's nice because I actually seem to be winning it. There are plenty of proper spell runs. They usually die very quickly. Which weave would a witch weave weave if a witch weave could weave weaves? I don't know. Venture forth to battle the Titans. Okay. I have to work out where to put Fight Club. What happens in the Titans fight? Sometimes the deck that I took the screenshots with is just completely disgusting. And then I get distracted from looking at the actual enemies. Like, why does Under Legion exist? None of the enemies have any attack. What's going on here? Alright, anyway. Did that boss battle make Frostbite seem very bad? Well, Frostbite killed the boss. One cannot expect Frostbite to do a whole lot more than that. In my opinion. What if you're silent as well? What if I set up differently? Ah! Ooh, it's a pretty bad turn one. Not my favorite. Okay, this is helpful. Yeah, this is a better turn. I want to mute all of you to get rid of all that corruption. Seems like a good idea. All right, we're trying. I should play one of these to get it out of my hand so I'm drawing full cards. Because the Pyrolites are messing up my card draw. Fascinating. I regret my faith in Solgard right now. Solgard's any successfully tanks for more than 3 waves in the Titans fight. Minus 40? Oh shit. You've got the Solgard. Oh, I'm not sure Solgard got this. Good. Actually a pretty good turn. But then next turn it's double. So I need some help. If Solgard dies, I can't just keep playing the floor. with Cold Kylia only. Unless Cold Kylia also dies, I suppose. And a root. I'm also not that far away from killing the Titans at the moment. My assumption here is I meant to do this and this, but maybe it doesn't work. Doesn't work. Well, it kind of works. Why does it say minus 1,000, by the way? That's kind of cool. Alright, so Solgard's dead, but I think Solgard did enough. Alright, Entropy has 1,000 Frostbite on it. Like, that is the thing Solgard did. Hold on, Solgard. Shoot you. Shoot you. We're at 1 billion health. Solgard survived exactly as long as necessary. GG!